What's up, Halo fans? By now you've probably heard about the Halo Infinite trailer that was revealed at E3, but how closely were you paying attention? Did you catch all the tiny details in that trailer? We took a look and there are 10 things that we spotted that you might not have. So have a look through our list and see if you spotted those 10. And if you spotted things that we missed, let us know in the comments. Number 1. The first thing we noticed were the strange lights shooting upward. First of all, we took note of the wildlife's reaction. During the trailer, you can see these deer-like creatures being startled by the light. If the lights going off were a common occurrence, we doubt the deer would be startled in such a manner. A similar reaction is observed by the rhino-like creatures. Right after we see a shot of the lights shooting into the clouds, there's a cut to a scene where the rhinos start to stampede. This makes us believe the rhinos might have also been startled by the lights. So what could those lights be? Here's our guess. Remember in the first Halo game when you were saving a group of survivors from the Pillar of Autumn? Well, the structure those survivors took refuge at looked a lot like the structures that were shooting off the balls of light in this trailer. We are guessing that they're actually the same thing. And remember when the first Halo ring was almost activated? A huge ball of light, very similar to the kind of light we see in this trailer, shot towards the center of the Halo ring. Our guess is that these smaller balls of lights are the Halo ring's activation sequence. It's gearing up to fire. This would of course wipe out all sentient life in the universe, so the Chief's job is probably going to be the same as it was in the first Halo. He'll probably have to stop the ring from firing. Number 2. Did you notice the sentinels in the background? At first glance, we thought they were just birds. But when you zoom in, you can see they're sort of shaped like the original flying sentinels. Plus, they're not flapping their wings. They seem to be hovering or flying in the same way that sentinels do. So these are probably the sentinels we all know and love, or hate. Third, there seems to be a vehicle driving by in one of these clips. Is it the Warthog the Marines are driving? If it was, why wouldn't they just show us the full thing instead of giving us a dusty silhouette? We think something is up. Maybe 343 is introducing a new vehicle and just wants to tease us with its outline. Or maybe we're reading too much into it. What do you think? Of course, we have to talk about the giant sea machine creature thingamabob. At first, we thought it was a sea creature akin to the grave mine, but then it turned on a light, and we noticed it was kind of boxy in shape. We think it's some kind of machine, possibly Forerunner, but we're not sure. More interestingly, what is it looking at? There's some kind of metalish figure where it's shining its light. Perhaps it's the remains of a downed pelican, perhaps it's something else. We're not sure. Number 5. The title, Halo Infinite. Infinite suggests something is ongoing. Given everything we've seen so far, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to suggest that the Chief is stuck in some kind of time paradox that he has to somehow break out of. He might have to stop the cycle from continuing by changing the past, or at least stopping the rings from firing in the same way they did in Halo 1. Don't believe us? Think about numbers 6 and 7. Number 6. Now, this is a small but important detail. Notice the 3 rings in the desert, presumably located right beside the Chief's camp? Well, here they are again, except this time the Marines are walking by them and there's lush grass and no sign of the Chief's camp. Sure, it's possible that these are different rings in different geographical areas, but our guess is that the Marines and Chief are simply in different time periods going by the same areas. Number 7 is sneaky and makes 5 and 6 make more sense. Did you notice the reflection in Master Chief's visor? It's a Warthog that looks suspiciously like the one the Marines were riding. There are a number of things we could talk about here, like why doesn't the Chief go towards the Warthog when he presumably sees the Marines' distress signal way out in the distance? It's not like he could just sort of walk over there. He probably should have taken the Warthog, but he doesn't do that for some reason. Instead, the Chief slowly turns to his right away from the Warthog. And 2, where did the Chief even get that Warthog? If the sequence theory is correct, maybe the Marines brought the Warthog with them, and the Chief finds it years later. Maybe the Chief didn't go towards the Warthog because it's broken or something. Or, I don't know, maybe it's something completely opposite to what we've said. We have no idea. Let us know what you think. Number 8. Where did the Chief get a new helmet? Pretty much all Halo fans will realize that this helmet looks different than the one the Chief was wearing in Halo 5. Plus, his armor and helmet got pretty beat up throughout the series. But this helmet and suit look pretty new. Maybe it's just 343 changing their art style, but we think the Chief got his hands on a shiny new set of armor. What do you think? And do you like the style? We're not really sure yet. We'll wait until the game comes out so we can see the whole suit before we give our verdict. 9. For a very brief second, if you zoom in on the side of the downed Pelican, you can see the words "Fight for her" scrawled onto the cockpit. This is a direct throwback to Halo 1, where the "Fight for her" motto was seen on a poster. This could symbolize a return to the first Halo game. It's entirely possible, given our time travel theory, that the Chief has to go right back to the beginning and stop the future from happening. Maybe this Pelican is actually the same Pelican he was riding on when he crashed on the first Halo. Who knows, but we're excited to find out. Number 10, and this is the one that we are most excited about. Finally, the trailer ends with the Chief inserting a chip into his helmet. Note that the chip is glowing. When the chip doesn't have an AI in it, it doesn't glow. Like here, in the Halo 5 trailer, we see the chip without Cortana, and it's not glowing. So we're guessing, fingers crossed, that the Chief somehow gets Cortana back. If not, he probably at least has some sort of AI helping him out. That's it, guys. Let us know in the comments if you found these 10 hidden secrets, or if you found some that we missed. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube, Twitch, and social media to make sure you stay up to date with the latest Halo Infinite news. Thanks, see you next time.